Yo, 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 yo. Hey, yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. My name is Jamie, as always, and today we're talking a little bit about Scream. What was that? What was that right there? I see a Michael Mins is a YouTube member. Thank you so much, Michael. I dig the profile picture. By the way, that is sick. All the ghost faces. We need a Screams. That's what we need. That's what we need next, Michael. I love it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Killjoy cult. The Kool-Aid is cold. It's ice cold. Drink it up, sip it on down. Anakin is here. What's up, Anakin? Holy shit, it's Ghostface. Let's see if I can find that.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
There you go, a little Jack Quaid action for you. Thanks for being here, Anakin. I appreciate it. Tony, what's up, Tony? Hello. Bobby Joe's here too. Sup, guys? What's up, Bobby Joe 24? Tony's saying, I'd personally love to see Samara Weaving, Carly, or Allison be one of the killers with Dermot Mulroney, maybe, but with 2 women and male killers, so like 3 in total. 3 killers! 3 killers total. Let's make it happen. Tony. That'd be sick. Jason is here. Howdy, hey. Tori is here too. What's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Russell's here, saying, what's up, everyone? I smashed that like button before I came in. Nice! I appreciate that, Russell. I came in this awesome stream, and chat, happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday, everybody. Ethan White is here, too. Missed this music. I really dig it. Thanks, Ethan. I gotta get a new track going, because I have like 5 tracks I cycle through. Here, let's get another one going. Why not? What's this one? Ooh, what is this? I don't even remember this one. Well, welcome everybody. How full of myself does that seem? I'm just vibing to my own music. But anyways, let's say hi to some more music. Dominic's here too, saying the killer is Ghostface. You're probably right. Maybe it's Corey Cunningham though. You know, sometimes movies like to throw us for a loop like that. Oh, you're expecting Ghostface? Corey. Love it. Love it, Dominic. Thank you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Jet9 Lives is here. Thanks for being a channel member. What's up? Yeah, just a little heads up, y'all. If you become a channel member right now, you can watch Red Right Hand. Like right now. What? You can watch it right now. You can watch it right now if you want. And you get to watch the bloopers, too. You get to watch the bloopers after the credits roll. So check that out. Bloopers are attached to it, as well as the trailer for Lila from director Andrew Oliver, who did some of the music for Red Right Hand and edited the film. His trailer is right there, right at the front. Very excited for you guys to see Lila, too. It is amazing. It is like the most well-shot thing I've seen from one of my friends. It's amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I can't say more than that, or Andrew will actually, like, fight me, but he'll actually start eating my brains. He does that sometimes, so. Dr. Andy is here. Hey, so who's the killer in Scream 6? I heard it's Devin Nakata playing Amber's sister. I hope you didn't hear that, Dr. Andy, or I'll be sad if that's a spoiler. We don't know too much plot detail wise. Like, I gotta get some more before I start speculating 100%. I'm like dead set on someone. But who I'm kind of speculating right now, if it's Devin Nakata, if it's Josh Segarra, I'm really thinking Josh. I'm really thinking Josh, and I'm thinking maybe Dermot. I don't know, Josh and Dermot I feel like would be kind of an unexpected pair. Maybe it's so expected we wouldn't expect it. I don't know, man. We'll have to find out. Andrew, what's up, Andrew? I love that profile picture. Ashley's here too. Howdy, hey. Kicking it with Leo is saying, do you think Dewey will come back in flashbacks during Scream 6? Regarding Gale, we'll definitely have notions towards Dewey. Does that make sense? Like, we'll definitely feel his presence with Gale's storyline, whatever it is. I guarantee you we're going to be doing some kind of, all right, this music's really distracting me. I guarantee you we will do something with Dewey. Like, if it's a flashback, if it's just references to him, definitely. It's definitely going to be something along those lines, for sure. I don't know if he'll come back in flashbacks. I think that would be cool, though. Actually, that would be sick. But we'll have to see. Hey, Kill is saying Jake. Oops, I mean Jamie. It's all good, Hank. Don't worry about it. Very similar names. Good stuff. I love it. Shaka Swan is here too. What's up? Ronald G. How's it hanging? My Chunky Jordy. I just love that name. Can't get over it. Howdy, hey. And Sarah's here too. What's up, Sarah? What's up? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Scream 6 chat. We are going to be talking Killer speculation. Who's it going to be? Now, like I was saying, I feel like we don't have too much to go off of with characters because we don't even know half of their names still. So I don't know. I still feel like we're kind of like, what's the case with a lot of these killers? So we are going to speculate tonight just based off of actors and all that. It's going to be a fun time. I'm really excited to talk a little bit about who we think is going to be the killer in the new movie. And yeah, Benjamin is saying no Stu. There's just no good way to bring him back after 25 years of no mentioning him of or like being in jail, whatever, getting away. Here's what I'll say. I don't think Stu's going to be in the movie, but listen, let people theorize. If people still want to theorize that Stu's going to be in the movie, they're not doing you any harm. So let people theorize what they want to theorize. It's all chill. It's all chill. Let people theorize what they want to theorize. I personally don't think that he's coming back at this point, but it would be maybe cool if they write it in some kind of crazy way. I don't know, man. You never know. And Sarah has gifted 5 memberships. Again, thank you so much. Sarah is just always doing this. Holy crap. What? Holy crap. I didn't know what that is. Choose whether others can gift you a Killjoy Jake membership. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, Sarah, thank you so much. My phone gave me a weird little notification. Sarah, thank you for the 5 memberships. Holy crap, that's crazy. Sarah's doing this like every stream now. Thank you so much, Sarah. Oh my God, you're incredible. We appreciate it. So all 5 of you who got memberships just now can watch Red Right Hand. How about that? You can watch it right now. How crazy is that? Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We all appreciate that so much. Thank you. Why the OG Ghostface mask? That's either Billy or Stu's. Now, Mark, this is something interesting to go off of for sure. We got to talk about this. So yeah, we do have a Ghostface who's wearing an old looking, gross Halloween 2018 style mask, but Ghostface. So what's up with this? What's going on here? I don't know. I really like. This is why I saw this picture, and I was just like, man. Could this actually be like Billy or Stu or something? Like, I really was like, man, are we actually bringing somebody back from the past? I feel like that's why we had this conversation about like everyone coming back as like someone coming back from the dead. If it was Stu, if it was like Billy again or something, if we want to have who else do we want? Like Jill. I remember a lot of people are thinking that Emma Roberts is in the trailer. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I feel like it's just a character who's wearing an old costume, and whatever their motive is going to once again be something that goes back to the past. This franchise is obsessed with doing that. It always has to connect to Billy and Stu. It always has to connect to something else. I think this time though, it will actually connect to Scream 4. This will be the first time it doesn't have to go back to Billy and Stu. I think it's going to go back to Jill and Charlie this time. We got Kirby back. I don't feel like that was just out of left field. I know a lot of people are saying that she replaced Sydney in her role, but once again, I feel like they also could have had that connection to Scream 4 without Kirby there. So having Kirby just makes it all the better. I think that's why Radio Silence is also just super confident in what they've done. They admitted to that in an interview that they were like, yeah, we got Hayden Panettiere for the movie. She kind of takes on the Neve Campbell role and all that. I think viewer Anon had said something about that as well, if I'm remembering correctly. So I really think that is the case here. It's going to be something along those lines. It's going to be, I don't think it is Jill. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that maybe it is someone wearing Jill's costume, though. Something based off of Scream 4 is coming back into this movie, though. There's a lot of references that we've seen from set photos, that we've seen from just characters coming back to this. If it's Kirby, if it's Dermot Mulroney's character being rumored to be the father of Rebecca Walters. There's a lot of weird little rumors circulating around this film. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure one way or the other. I don't think it's somebody coming back from the dead, though. I really feel like it's going to be a new character. I feel like it's one of the characters we've already seen that's announced in the cast list. And it makes me sad to say I don't think it's Samara Weaving. I really feel like she's the opening kill now at this point, and that makes me a little sad. Makes Jake just a little sad ball of tears. That's what it makes Jake feel like. Because man, Samara Weaving as a Ghostface killer, that's just like perfect casting in my opinion. I know it would be obvious. Like I've seen people say it would just be so obvious. Yeah, of course it would. But am I complaining? No, because she would just be awesome. Oh, she would just be such a good Ghostface. It would be awesome. It would be sick. What else do we go? What else we got here? Austin is saying, hey, Jake, do you think Chad being the heart of the film will result in his death, or will he survive? That's actually a great point. In my humble opinion, I think he will serve as an emotional death towards the end. I agree, Austin. This is actually a great question. Yes, I think he's going to die in this movie. I've been saying it from the get-go that I feel like Chad's going to die. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. They kept him alive in the last film, just like how they did with Dewey. And what was like Radio Silence's, not Radio Silence, but like the writers, what was their agenda moving into Scream 5? They wanted to kill a big mainstay character, and they did it to Dewey. So setting up Chad as like the heart and soul of this film and then killing him later on in maybe like the early third act, there you go. Feel like that could be the case. I feel like that could totally be the case, Austin, and it makes me sad. I'm also still open to it, one of the core four being a killer too. I don't think that's completely off. I don't think that's completely off the table yet. I don't think it would be Chad though. I feel like if anyone's going to be a killer, it's going to be like Mindy, just because I think that would be interesting. That'd be kind of fun. It'd be like, oh, I was the killer the whole time. Even back in Scream 5, I was a little nefarious. Ooh. I don't know, something like that could be fun. It would kind of retroactively make that one scene in Scream 5 not make any sense when I think Richie is coming up behind her to try and kill her. So I guess that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, right? But once again, theories. We can all pitch theories. That's fine. Barry is saying, hey, Jake, I've got a feeling there's 3 killers. 2 get killed off. Someone gets kidnapped towards the final act and taken to a dark place. 3rd killer reveals themselves as Stu. Well, Barry, I respectfully disagree. I feel like Stu's dead. Came from the horse's mouth, as they say. I mean, Kevin Williamson just directly said it. So I don't know, man. Right when here's my thing. I was just talking with Craven, specifically about this on the Lethal Collective, and he said, this came out right when everyone was talking about Stu, that's why he's alive. And I kind of disagree. I feel like the exact opposite. He's saying that in response to all the fans saying that about Stu. I don't think he wants people to get certain expectations. I don't think he wants people to get certain expectations about this movie and be disappointed. That's how it came off to me. It was as straightforward as possible. There was absolutely no teasing about it. I really don't think he's going to be in the movie. And Sarah has been a member for 1 month. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for being a member for a month. Saying, unless they really develop Chad, he's done. Ooh, Sarah. Ooh, I like that. I kind of agree. I feel like Chad's a goner for a couple of reasons. He was deeply, he was hurt really bad in the last film. So I feel like his athletic scholarship, if he was to have one, let's say, just theoretically, that's kind of out the window at this point. If he is in college, it's for something else. And that's probably really sad. He's probably going to have a dark emotional side to him, which is why he's the heart of the film. You feel bad for the guy. And maybe he's still nice, even after all of the shitty hands he's been dealt. So that's why I feel like it would be perfect to kill him, because it would be a really emotional death. And also Mason Gooding is just amazing. He's a super nice guy. It would be really sad to see him go in one of these movies. So I could totally see that being the case, 100%. And I'm seeing some spoilers for Red Right Hand, so please don't spoil anything until tomorrow. We're literally going to talk about it, spoilers and all, tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream at 7:00 again. So please no spoilers for Red Right Hand until tomorrow. Carrie has also been a member for 8 months. Carrie, thank you so much. Saying proud member since the Kool-Aid was sugar water. Since it was only sugar water. Only kidding, of course. Thank you so much, Carrie. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all the members here. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you to Sarah, who's... Seriously, again, Sarah, that's really cool of you to be gifting memberships like that, because especially that right now with the movie only being available for Patreon and all that, that's just really cool. So seriously, again, thank you to all of my members. You guys are the best. Seriously, y'all are the best. Jalen is saying, what if OG Mask Ghostface is a Billy hallucination and it's all from Sam's POV? Just to reveal later that she was the killer the whole time. 0.01% chance. I don't think that there's a 0.01% chance. I just don't want that to happen. if that makes sense. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like if they make Sam the killer, it's interesting. it's one of those things where I'm like, that's interesting to me, but I don't know. I want to see Sam succeed. I want to see her struggle with this, like the illness that she's struggling with, and to overcome it. I guess that's the big thing I want to see from Sam more than anything. And for her to fall into that, this is a horror movie after all, so I'm not going to be like completely pissed off or whatnot. It all depends on execution, but I feel like they have an opportunity to kind of break the horror mold where typically characters with mental illness do exactly that. They do go insane, and in some lights, it's kind of a negative thing. It's not the best depiction of what mental illness really is. It's kind of a hyper, in a very unrealistic direction of what mental illness really is, and that makes me a little sad. So I don't know. I would rather them take Sam's character down a final girl route where she's struggling with this whole thing, and then she gets over it. She's like, yes, I killed the bad guy. Move forward with it. But yeah, once again, I'm open to anything new though, within that same light. But I also feel like if the Billy hallucinations come back, I hope it serves a purpose in this movie. I think I said in the past that if they do bring the hallucinations back, I want it to go somewhere. So if they bring it back, this could be where it goes, towards Sam's ultimate like downward spiral into madness and all that. Okay, all right. But once again, I do feel like Scream has an opportunity right now to do something kind of special with the whole mental illness thing that they're kind of setting up right now. So we'll have to see. We'll just have to see what they do with it. Jalen, I do really appreciate the $5, and thanks for being a member. I hope you watched. I hope you got to see Red Right Hand, and I hope you enjoyed it. So Jalen, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, what time does Red Right Hand go online? Great question. It goes up at noon tomorrow. Everyone will be able to watch it, and it'll be great. And then, like I said, at 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I'll have some of the cast and crew on. We're gonna have a little after party. We're gonna talk a little bit about the film. There will be spoilers though, so do not show up if you didn't have time to watch it, whatnot. We will be talking about it tomorrow though, with spoilers and all. Ask us any questions about the movie, whatnot. There you go. So thank you. Thanks for the question though. Yeah, good question. Good question. It was a confusing thing there. Michael Parton has also been a member for 6 months. Holy crap, Michael. Thank you so much. You and Carrie are just killing it. Thank you. Saying Red Right Hand was flames. You did your thing, Jake. Thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm really just, I can't believe the overwhelming positive response. I mean, everybody seems to have liked it so far, from Patreon supporters, Kickstarter supporters, channel members, and it does really mean a lot. So thank you. And Exit to Red, director's cut of Red Right Hand. So the Patreon version is technically, yes, a exclusive cut. There's bloopers that you won't be able to see anywhere else. They're just for Patreon and channel members only. And also, like I said, the trailer for Lila, which won't come out for a little while now, you guys get to see it early. So how about that? And like literally, it's only $3. It's only $3 if you want to watch the movie like right now. Nothing crazy. I'm not trying to, you don't need to break the bank to watch Red Right Hand right now if you don't want. And it supports the channel too, which we all really appreciate. So if you want to do that, go ahead, become a channel member, Ghostface tier, and you can watch the movie right now, or just wait till tomorrow too. It comes out free. Noon tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Next Gen Studios is saying calling it now will follow Ghostface as the protagonist the next movie, and he will tackle a previous Ghostface, steal his mask, get revenge on bullies. I just start screaming into the void. I just start losing my mind. No, I'm just kidding, Next Gen Studios. I honestly, an actual Scream movie from the Ghostface's perspective and not my fan film would be awesome. That would actually be fantastic. I would be so into that. It's almost like I made a whole movie about it or something. Spent like an entire year working on it. Yeah, no, I actually think that would be great. Just don't go the Corey Cunningham route. You don't got to do that. You don't got to do that. Funny stuff. Denisha is here too. What's up, Denisha? How's it going? Zoe is here too. What's up, Zoe? How's it hanging? Can't wait to see it. I'm really pumped for you to see it, Zoe. Can't wait. Cannot wait. We're gonna have a great time talking about it tomorrow and tomorrow's stream too. It's gonna be sick. I always be here, Jake. Proud to be a friend and a member and a mod. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. What else do we got here? Would minor complaints be considered spoilers? Listen, Red Right Hand's not perfect. I'll tell you that right now. If you have some complaints, I will absolutely want to talk about it tomorrow. I know it's not perfect. It's not a perfect movie, but it's fun. So we will absolutely talk about it tomorrow, though. Any and all questions, just save for tomorrow, because then then we won't. I don't want to spoil anything. I want everyone to kind of go into it not knowing stuff, So, but yes, it'll be out at noon tomorrow. You guys will all be able to watch it then. We will be uploading it to, like the regular cut tonight, so everything should be good. I'm excited for you guys to see it. Ashley S says finally saw Terrifier 2. Nice. I hope you liked it, Ashley. It's not for everybody, but I loved it. Terrifier 2 was a lot of fun. I hope you liked it. Imagine if if the person in the old mask was Stu. Jordy, honestly, I was kind of thinking that in the back of my head when I first saw that picture, but I don't know. Now, like, how I feel about the Kevin Williamson quote that just came out recently is there's no way Stu's coming back now at this point in my mind. I just, like, I don't know, man. This is one of the two guys that basically is Scream, and he's saying that no, Stu is not coming back. And it's not like a jokey, like, oh, yeah, Stu's dead. Maybe, I don't know. He's not joking around about it. It is the most straightforward, no, guy's not in it. I think that started when, we brought him back for the party scene. He just showed up to set that day, so we wanted him to be in the movie. I'm paraphrasing with that last part, obviously, but that is the most straightforward way I think he could have said it. I don't know. I just really don't think he's coming back. I know that's probably really disappointing for some people. I know some people really want to see Stu back, but I don't know. Don't think it's happening. I can't see you. I can see me. I got my phone open too, just to make sure. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have your lens covered, Deanna. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. Hopefully. That is actually incorrect. Kevin Williamson had a story. He had a story credit for the last one. So that's my thing. I'm not off the top of my head. Once again, I have to check. Exit to Red. You also have a point. He might not have any input on this new one. So in that case, we'd have to, maybe that's not the case. I just feel like, dude, Kevin Williamson, and also Lindsay, to answer your question, Kevin Williamson is the original writer of the first Scream, the second one, and the fourth movie. So he's Mr. Scream right next to Wes Craven. The guy, I'm not going to go against the Mr. Scream himself. You know what I mean? So I would love for Stu to have a little something in a new movie, but I feel like it's just not happening at this point. I know a lot of people would love for that to happen, but I don't know. I just, the only other person now who could come out and say it at this point is Radio Silence, who basically have said it in past interviews. It just wasn't as publicized as the whole Kevin Williamson thing, because he's Kevin Williamson. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. That's just my opinion once again. Keep theorizing, though, is what I say. Keep theorizing. Love people who theorize. Stay positive, everybody. Don't be mean to people who theorize things that don't necessarily agree with. That's totally fine. If y'all want to keep theorizing about one thing or the other, keep going. Keep going nuts. Go nuts. Lighting Ghost is throwing $10 in there, though. Thank you so much for the support. Saying, just got done watching Christmas Bloody Christmas. It was amazing. A lot of people might not like the characters, but I love their chemistry and what what that art was arguing about movies and music. Dope kills too. Nice. I was gonna watch it the other night and I just did not have time, unfortunately. Your boy's busy. Your boy's been busy. So no, I don't think that I've not been able to see it, but I hear it's pretty fun. I hear it's really crazy. It's literally about a Santa robot running around killing people. So I don't know. I'm like very interested in it. It sounds like a lot of fun. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Lighting Ghost, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate that. I'll have to talk about it soon. Maybe I do like a little review for it this Friday or something, because I really do want to talk about this one. It really very much so holds my interest. I was gonna do a review on the Grinch movie, but I've heard nothing but very negative reviews about it, which makes me kind of sad. And I can't find it anywhere. Like, it was not in any theaters near me or anything. I heard it had like a limited theatrical run or something. So I just never got around to doing a review for that one, mostly because of the negative reviews. That shouldn't. I'll say this though. That was wrong of me, though. You shouldn't necessarily not see a movie just because you hear a bunch of negative reviews for it. So I will say that. But Christmas Bloody Christmas, I'm hearing very good things about, though. So me and my buddies are going to watch it Friday if we have some time. Hopefully I'll be able to do a little something for it, because that one seems crazy. Lighting Ghost, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate that. Michael Parton's got to get moving. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, Michael. Thank you so much. Thank you. What else do we got? Have you ever seen a movie called Drive Thru? It's about a killer clown named Horny the Clown. I love it so far. If I'm not mistaken, he's possessed by a demon, I believe. I used to be on the FearNet channel. I've never seen that, but it sounds completely nuts. I love that. That's crazy. Jamar is saying maybe Roman really was a partner, but why would they pop up after all these years? That would be interesting. To me, it's one of those things where I'm like, if they do bring back an old character, I just hope that we're still able to have the murder mystery aspect to it as well. That's something that I feel like we would lose, because Hollywood doesn't like to do things that are too outlandish. You know, they like to do things that maybe sometimes are a little out there, but typically not so much with the mainstream stuff a little more. So that's why I just don't think they're going to do something like ridiculous in Scream 6. I think it's going to be a little different, and that's going to be nice. It's going to feel refreshing, but I don't think it's going to be something where it's a connection to one of the other sequels so much. Like maybe to Scream 4 because Kirby's back, and it's not going to be like the whole focus of the movie, but I just don't know. I've seen a lot of people say like Angelina Tyler, who's like been speculated as maybe being the second Ghostface killer in the third movie, which I'm kind of the opinion that, yeah, maybe she was. I just don't think I don't think it's ever going to be a storyline that's going to be continued, because that's such an obscure thing to pull from. It's really cool, and I love talking about it, but I don't know if Hollywood's ever going to like bank on a whole movie based off of that, unfortunately, which really is a shame. It would be cool to see much weirder movies get into mainstream horror like this. Like, I think Nope is such a weird movie, and I'm so glad that it got publicized and people were going nuts over it. That makes me so happy, because that's a weird horror movie. That is an indie horror movie that is disguised as a blockbuster, and I love that. We need more of that if horror is gonna keep going and keep being fresh. So I love that. I think that was really fun. I think that was pretty sick. Exit to Red was saying something cool. Why did Krampus never have a sequel? That was an awesome movie. I agree. I think both of Michael Dougherty's big horror movies should have gotten a sequel, like Trick or Treat, for instance, too. Why neither of those went on to do anything else? I don't know. That's a shame. I loved both of those movies a lot. They were talking a little bit a while ago about a Trick or Treat too, though. So maybe with that one, maybe with Trick or Treat, but Krampus, I don't know. Krampus was a lot of fun though. The movie's really grown on me. I didn't love it the first time I saw it, but the more I watch it, the more I'm like, shit, this is a lot of fun. Cast is great too. The cast is great in that one. Noah Martin is saying, have you seen the new horror comedy Bodies, Bodies, Bodies? Yes, I loved it. I loved it. Just watched it on the plane. It was brilliant. Ooh, nice, Noah. Where are you going? Hope you're going somewhere fun for the holidays or something. Nice. Yeah, no, I loved Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. It's not as good on rewatch is what I've noticed. I was super hot on it when I first saw it, and then I watched it again, and I'm like, yeah, it's not as fun now that you know what's all going on the whole time. I won't spoil it. Like, seriously, if you have not seen Bodies, 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 absolutely watch it. Highly recommend. So, highly recommend it. It is a lot of fun. I think that, though, with all that being said, I think the twist is not as crazy the second time around. That's my one criticism towards it, but I do think it was totally brilliant. Like, never seen that done before in a murder mystery. It was pretty genius. I thought it was a lot of fun. So, I don't know. I'm still on the fence if I want to buy it or not, because like I said, on rewatch, it's not as crazy. Like, that first time, you're just like, holy F, dude. What? I can't believe that was the movie. And I'm just like, I can't believe that. So, I don't know. Crazy stuff. I love it. Bodies times 3 was a slap in the face. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. It was just a massive like slap in the face, and it's like, oh, you thought it was this, but actually it's this. And that's as far as I'm gonna go without spoiling things. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. Don't get that one spoiled. Watch it. Sarah saying Nope was her favorite Jordan Peele film yet. Nice. It is man, it's slowly moving up for me. It might be my favorite Jordan Peele movie. Now, the first time I saw it, I wasn't like huge on it, but now the more I watch it, the more I piece things together in that movie. Makes a lot more sense, and it all really works. I might be right there with you, Sarah. The guy just keeps getting better and better. It's insane. I can't wait to see what he does next. Like, seriously, I'm highly anticipating whatever his fourth directorial movie is going to be. I hope it's horror. That's my thing. I'm so worried Jordan Peele, like a lot of good horror directors, unfortunately, they're gonna get sucked into the superhero verse. And I really don't want to, man, I really don't want that to happen to Jordan Peele. He's so talented, and I don't know. I'm not hot on superheroes right now. I wish I was. I used to be. I used to love superhero stuff, but nothing has really caught my attention all that much in the past couple years. So there was one movie, but I don't know. Man. I don't know. Green Gaze is here. I don't know what any of that means, but welcome. Angie's here too. What's up? Today's your birthday, and I'm really excited for Red Right Hand tomorrow. Angie, that's awesome. Well, just in time, almost in time for your birthday. Happy belated birthday. We'll be talking about Red Right Hand tomorrow, so you'll be able to see it tomorrow too at noon. It'll be awesome. Happy birthday, Angie. Welcome. Yurty G saying, hey, I know that shirt. It's almost like you gave it to me, Mr. Yurt. Welcome to the stream, dude. Thank you so much for hanging out. I did a whole video in your shirt today too, Yurty G. Saying, I'm late again, but I'm getting Scream 2 vibes with Sam having a new boyfriend. He might be one of 2 or 3 killers. You know, there is like that side of this movie that I think actually might be cool. It's one of those things where I'm like, if Josh Segarra is the killer in this movie, who I can't remember if this is confirmed or not, if he is Sam's boyfriend now or not, it would kind of be a cool little parallel to Scream 2, right? Like, there's a part of me that's like, okay, that actually would be kind of funny if it was the boyfriend twice. So, I don't know. I just, my only thing about it is we've seen love interests become killers in not just the Scream movies, in so many other murder mysteries. It is like, half of the time it's the love interest. Like, you can bank on the love interest if you're like not 100% sure. That's when I watch murder mystery kind of stuff now, I bank on the love interest. If I'm not 100% sure, and half the time I'm right. It's crazy. So I don't know. I kind of hope it's not the boyfriend, but at the same time, in that same breath, it might be funny because Derek ends up not being the killer in Scream 2, which you're kind of expecting it to be for a bit there. He's a little sus. And if he was the killer, there's like a part of you that would think, man, Sydney's got like bad taste in men, you know? So like, there's a part of me that's like, that would be kind of funny if they make David's character, Josh Segarra, whatever, the killer in this new movie. That might be fun. But once again, I'm kind of hoping it's not the boyfriend. I'm kind of hoping it's a different character. So I guess that's just my thoughts on it. And Exit to Red's throwing some really interesting stuff out there saying, why is no one else talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022? It's like it was never released this year. So you will be happy to know, Exit to Red, that on Wednesday's stream, so Tuesday night, we're talking about Red Right Hand on stream, which is going to be great. We're going to have some cast members on. It's going to be fun. But Wednesday night, I'm really excited to do a brand new type of stream on this page that I think you guys are going to love. We're going to be ranking 16 movies from this year. I chose more popular movies. Trust me, there was some other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I figured just to make sure that everyone could stay in on the conversation, I kind of put like the most popular horror movies from the year on like a bracket, and we're going to go through all of them. We're going to have you guys vote on which movies you thought were the best for this year, and I kind of have them like going on a little bracket. It's gonna be fun. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 is on that list, so you will be able to vote if you want that one to move on or whatever the other option is. I won't tell you what that is now, though. I won't spoil anything until the stream. But Texas Chainsaw is on there. I feel like it's an underrated movie. Is it the best movie of the year? No, maybe not. But I had a really fun time with it. I thought it was a blast. Is it a perfect movie? No. The writing is pretty mid. The script is pretty mid, but the party bus scene is maybe a top 5 scene in that entire franchise for me. Like, I love that. That is so brutal. Unbelievably messed up. I loved it. I don't know, man. I had a really good time with it. It's a shame that one kind of got panned when it came out. So that's why I put it, honestly, that's why I put it on the list. I'm like, I just want to be able to talk about that one again. It was super gross. I liked some of the characters. I didn't love all of them. But the kills were great. Leatherface was great. I don't know. I had a good time with it. It probably only should have been like 60 minutes, but I had a good time with it. Slashing It with Matt, throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, Slashing It with Matt. I appreciate that. Matt, you're the best. Saying, Jake, I'm halfway through Red Right Hand and I am very impressed. Plan on finishing it tonight. I definitely have similar future goals. Nice, Matt. That's awesome, dude. I'm really glad you like the movie. I don't know, man. I'm so excited to talk about it tomorrow. Like every fiber of my being is holding back from from wanting to talk about it right now. Because man, there's like 4 scenes in particular that I would love to tell you guys about the filming of them and like how it was the day we made it and shit. And oh god, I don't know. So excited. Can't wait to talk about it. Tomorrow night, baby. Tomorrow night. Don't miss the stream. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, I'm gonna have some of the cast and crew on. I think if I'm remembering correctly, Matt's gonna be there. Maya, who plays Drew, I think is gonna be there. I'm not 100% sure on that one actually. I think she confirmed. I don't know, but I know I'm gonna have a few people on. Check it out Tuesday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Matt, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Welcome all 124 of you, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with me, talking some Scream, talking some Red Right Hand, talking some horror movies in general. So we're gonna keep up the killer talk though. So pitch your theories, throw them in there. Throw whatever you want in the mix. By the way, we're all gonna be respectful of your opinion, and we're all gonna analyze your theories and talk about them. So it's all civil, nice discussion, kindness here. It's a big thing. I like on this channel. I like that we can all be kind. It's a safe space for us horror nerds to talk. It's good stuff. So. Let's do it. Let's keep that up. Alex is saying maybe Dermot uses Jack Champion as his muscle in the killings. Interesting. Dermot could tamper with the investigation. He could call the cops in Act 3 to frame Sam and say that she killed everyone. Now, I love this idea personally. I love the idea of Sam getting blamed for the murders because of her whole situation. I think that's messed up, and there's some social commentary to play into there about how the public views mental illness and all that. There's a lot that we could do with Scream 6 social commentary and horror commentary wise. There's so much we can play into with this movie. We're already kind of starting to step into that pool a bit with the teaser trailer, with the whole idea of like what the bystander effect is and how it can affect you if you're in New York City. I think that's really interesting. We're already starting to kind of see that play through the teaser and just some of the marketing in general. For example, we had Melissa Barrera say, hey, if you're getting chased by Ghostface, most people probably aren't going to do anything about it. Nobody's really going to help you because they feel like, someone else will take care of it. Or I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want danger coming my way. So there's a lot we're already playing into with a lot of different things. So I think this could be cool. I also love the idea that we know Dermot Mulroney's character is a cop. So could he tamper with evidence, the investigation? A cop who's a killer too, has a lot of power. So that's kind of crazy. I think that would be wild. I am all about that. Oh man, David's saying there's literally no point for this. We know nothing about any characters, let's be honest. To start speculating who it is absolutely absurd. That's the nicest way to put it. I disagree, David. We actually do know a lot about some of the characters. We know about 4 of the characters actually 5 from the last movie. So that's 5 of the, 14 characters. And we actually know that Dermot Mulroney's character is a cop. Man, what else do we know? It's theorized that Kirby's character is going to be an FBI agent. We also know Kirby from Scream 4. She's one of the characters. We know a lot of the characters. We don't know all of them. I'll give you that, but it's not pointless. Thanks for coming in the chat, though. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're talking. There's plenty of things to theorize. Oh my God. And it's all for fun, as Sarah's saying. It's all for fun. We're all having a good time talking about movies we love. So that's the fun part. There you go. That's okay. That's okay, David. We can still speculate. And Samara Weaving too. For instance, we know that Samara Weaving was on set for like 3 weeks or so she could be the killer. She could be the opening kill. We can speculate that. We can speculate motives too. That's fun. Why not? You don't have to be here either if you don't want to. So the rest of us will all talk and have fun about the movie. So don't worry about it, man. Jeez. What else do we got here? I want to see some more clips from the Stab movies, like Stab 2. That could be cool, Benjamin. I'm kind of the opinion that every sequel is kind of played into the Stab movies a lot. So I don't know. For me, if they're gonna do something else with the Stab movies, they'd have to do something like that, where it's like showing us different footage from some of the movies. Maybe that plays into the killer's motive. If they do something with the Stab movies again, I just hope they reinvent it. I hope it's something different and not just the same thing again. That's my big thing. I feel like 5, like a lot of people have talked about how 5 and 4 are very similar with the motives. They kind of they both have to do with the movies a bit. So that's kind of why I'm leaning towards let's let's not do the stab stuff in this movie. But Benjamin, I will say, I remember seeing a set photo where we actually got to see some posters for stab movies. So maybe it's a reference, maybe it's that. Who knows? Who knows what we'll see? So anything's possible with a new Scream movie, man. That's what's so fun about talking about it. Holy crap. Bazillion Balloons is saying I need a Cult of Ghostface and six ghost faces. Oh man, 6 ghost faces for Scream 6. I'm not against the cult thing though. I think the cult thing could be fun depending on how they do it. And have a big ass finale with Sam, Tara, Mindy, Chad, Gale, and Kirby go one-on-one with the killers. Man, Bazillion Balloons. That's actually kind of wild. I listen. Execution is everything. If you have a big ass crazy fight scene between all these characters in the end, and some of them are getting stabbed, some of them are living, that can be really emotional and really powerful, maybe even really crazy. All depends on how it's written, man. Bazillion Balloons, I'm just looking for something different. So if you want to go down that route, that could be kind of cool, actually. I dig that. I dig that a lot. That's also a good point. We have 6 characters coming back from other movies. Scream 6. It's a good point. That's really, damn, I can't argue with that. I dig that. I'm sick of the stab movies, says Ashley. I think it's been really cool. I think it was really cool in 2 and 3. I think in those movies, I'm like, they did something really cool with it. We were literally on the set of one of the stab movies. For Scream 2, opening kill is at the premiere of the original stab. That was really cool. Love it. And I think that's why in Screams 4 and 5, we had such a hyper focus on that, because some of the biggest moments from Scream 2 and 3 were stab related. So I get why those movies once again kind of focused on that. But I don't know. To me, the Stab 8 stuff wasn't as significant in the last movie. It was funny, and to know that it was Matthew Lillard behind the mask, there's a lot of little fun Easter eggs about it. That was crazy. And I remember seeing that in the advertising, being like, "Oh my God, Ghostface has a gray mask, maybe a metal mask, and has a flamethrower. What is going on for Scream 5? This is completely insane." So it's one of those things where I'm intrigued by it. If they have a new idea, a new spin on it, okay, cool. But I just hope they don't do the same thing again. If they do bring them back, I guess that's my big thing. Because I don't hate this, I don't hate the addition of the stab movies. It's a very fun invention for the sequels that some of them have very successfully played around with. But I'm gonna need a new angle for it if they bring it back. I hope they don't just bring it back and be like, Stab 9 is now happening from director Ryan Coogler or something. You know what I mean? I'm just like, okay, we did that in the last movie. It's the same joke again, but we're just making fun of a different director or something. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I just want to see something different, I guess, is my big thing. So I don't know. We'll have to see what they do. Ryan Coogler stabbed. Wow, I got to think about this. That would be wild. That would actually, I kind of want to see that movie now. I'm like, that's insane. Okay, Jamar is throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, Jamar. I really appreciate that. Saying, no matter who the killer is in Scream 6, I just want Ghostface to be a pure savage, with a high kill count. I'm sick of the stab movies too, Jake. I feel you on the savage Ghostface this time around. I mean, Jamar, let's go back to this photo real quick. I mean, you can't tell me this guy or gal is just a sick motherfucker. You can't tell me this guy with this old mask, this old broken down decrepit mask, probably the mask of taken off of a corpse theoretically. You can't tell me this person's not a little messed up. So come on, I would be all about that. I think that would be sick if we have a Ghostface this time around who's just scoring a bunch of kills, just messed up environmental kills too. I love environmental kills. Those go hard. Love me a good environmental kill. So yes, Jamar, I agree. I want to see a high body count, but purposeful. You know what I mean? A purposeful body count where it's not just, here's a lot of kills in succession. I want to see quality kills too. A lot of quality kills. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done, as they say, Jamar. I love it. Thank you so much for the support, though. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the big super chat. And Hank Hill's even throwing $2 in there just because. Hank Hill, I appreciate that. Damn it, Bobby, what did I tell you about? What did I tell you about putting peanut butter on your Jimmy Johns? What did I tell you about that, Bobby? This is the most messed up King of the Hill episode I've ever watched. My God. Hank Hill, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Can we get Winston Duke in a Scream movie, please? He was so good in Us. I agree. Absolutely. That would be cool. He would be a cool. I love him in Us as just a dad. I think that's just so funny. I would love to see him just play somebody's dad. Or Mindy's dad, even. I mean, I know a lot of us are speculating it's Joel, which it probably is. What does that Martin mean? You know, there's a Martin, Meeks Martin. Where does that come from? I need to know. Winston Duke is her dad actually would, or her and Chad's dad would actually be fucking awesome. I would love that. Great idea, Austin. I dig that. Anyone else agree one killer would be more surprising than 3 or 4? Ooh, T-Dog. I dig that. I like the monkey in your profile picture too. I think one killer would be surprising again, but I will say this. I think the reason we want 3 is simply because that's never been done before, where one killer technically has. So I think that's why people are pitching like the 3 killer idea. So I get that. And also the cult of Ghostface theory. That's been around for a while. That's not anything new. So I think that's why people want 3 killers. But I do agree that if they do a different number in general from 2, I think that would be cool. It would be shocking, I think, both ways. But one has me intrigued, though. One killer is very interesting to me, though, in that same breath. I feel like a lot of the reason we've gotten 2 killers in some of the other movies is just simply because you're only looking for one in certain scenes. So to reveal 2 people, it's a good move. I see why they do that. But if you can execute a 1 killer thing, though, well, and you make it really surprising, that's maybe a little more impressive than 2, though. I will say that. So I do agree with you there. I do feel you there. If you can make that work, that would be kind of sick. And yes, Theo, yes, I saw some pictures of people who were like, oh, dude, this is the same like what was it, jacket or whatever that Kirby was wearing in another picture. So yeah, that's pretty sick, Theo. I dig it a whole lot. Yes. I'm really excited to see Kirby in this new movie too. I was talking earlier about how she's gonna be a different character. You know, this is like 10 years apart from Scream 4, maybe even longer. So I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see what they do with her character, how she's evolved. I hope she still has that horror junkie heart at heart. I hope she's still a horror junkie at heart. Why was that so hard for me to say? I couldn't tell you, but I hope she's also developed a little more as a character. We get to see that 10-year progression. I don't want her to be the exact same character in 4, but there are elements to Kirby that I love that I want to keep the same in this one. So I'm hoping to see a little bit of both things from all of that. Ooh, it's good. The Drama Class series is saying, hey, what's the song name of your fan film trailer, Red Right Hand? The one that goes, I'm always waking up to bad news. It's called Bad News by the Warbly Jets. Do any of y'all know the name of the song? Yeah, so it's called Bad News by the Warbly Jets. It is featured in the movie as well. And it's kick-ass. I really love it. It's probably one of my more favorite songs from the past couple of years. I really like it, so... Yes, check it out. The Warbly Jets are amazing. I really love a lot of their songs. That song Bad News comes from an album called Monster House. Like, it's all one word, and it's got like this house and it's like exploding on the cover. Kick-ass album. There's almost no skips on that whole album. Man, there's no skip. I'm just gonna say it. There's no skips on that album. I love the whole thing. So check it out. It's like, it's like alt rock if you're into that. I dig it. I really like it. So I dig it. I dig it. Save Robbie is here too. What's up? How's it going, Robbie? Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Talking a little Scream, talking about who our Ghostface killers are going to be in Scream 6. Who could it be? Who could it be now? I can't sing. Never said I could sing. Never said I could do that. But I can try. I can pretend. It will make sense if Kirby is the killer with the old mask. She's a detective to access to that stuff. Yeah, so I'll be honest. I hear that I've seen a few people mention this about Zach Cherry and Craven Something Scary had a live stream the other night. They were talking about this. Apparently he brings up that Kirby could be the killer in this new movie. I'm intrigued. Right now, I'm not ruling it out. And the only reason I'm not ruling it out is because, once again, going back to what I was saying before, is she's going to be a different character. If the rumors are true, she's an FBI agent, so that means she's going to be a slightly different character. In Scream 4, she's the more, like, rambunctious teenager. She's kind of just doing her own thing. She's speeding past Dewey. It's funny, you know what I mean? Feel like she's going to be a little more straight-laced in this new movie, which means she's going to be a different character, which means... theoretically, she could be a killer if they want to write her that way. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm leaning towards maybe not, but I'm not taking it out of the realm of possibility. I definitely think that's a possibility just because of that. If they want to take her down a different route. or a different like a different kind of character than what we saw in Scream 4. And it might be interesting. I've talked about this for a while. I think it might be interesting to do a character from the past being a killer who was a protagonist before. That might be interesting. So I don't know. I'm very interested I'm very interested in exploring that route. I'm very interested to see if they could do that in another movie with past characters. So, and as the mods are saying, yeah, please don't spam the comments. I promise I will get to as many as I possibly can. My mods can only keep up with so much, so please don't spam. I will absolutely try my best to click on everybody. I'm trying to hit everybody here, so we can get all the questions in. I'll do my best. Smells Like Teen Horror is saying we have not had two guys as the killers since part 1. Do you think that will come back in part 6? We've also never seen two female killers either. Just a thought. Just a thought. I'm really interested in seeing two female killers. I think that might be really interesting. What their relationship might be too. Might be interesting to play around with. It would be different. You know what I mean? It would be different than what we've seen in the past. So that intrigues me. I'm not against two dudes though. I'm not against that either. We have Josh Segarra and Dermot Mulroney, who I'm highly suspicious of both of them. So if they're both of them are the killers, I could see that being the case too. I'm not necessarily against that, but the two female killers might be interesting though. In that same breath, we've also never seen that too. So I don't know. You do have a point though. We haven't seen that since part 1. So what does that look like nowadays? What does that look like in part 6? That's very interesting. Very interesting to think about what the relationship between our characters will be this time around. Because I think it was really interesting in Scream 4 and Scream 5 how Charlie was kind of in love with Jill. Charlie was kind of Jill's little puppy dog in that movie, if I'm being honest. He was definitely the bottom. If I had to guess, Charlie was definitely bottoming to Jill. So to see, and then what happens with Charlie, of course. To see a similar relationship with Amber and Richie in the new movie was also cool, but it was different too. Like they were like in a relationship. Gross. She's underage, dude. What the hell? But I don't know. It was an interesting dynamic that they had. They're both very crazy in that movie. Amber's super crazy. Damn. I don't know. Amber was incredible in that movie. Mikey Madison is something else. Something else, man. Seriously, I can't wait to see her in more. I want to see her in more horror movies, especially. She was amazing in Tarantino's latest flick too. But bottoming. I had to create a new term for Charlie. That's how much of a little sub he was. So, oh man, Charlie was simping hard. Charlie was simping hard. He killed people. He was simping so hard. Jeez, damn. If OnlyFans was around in 2011, the guy would be hitting that subscribe button so fast. How did the mask? What am I even saying? How did the mask get like that? Those kind of materials the masks are made out of don't wear out, mold, and crumble that easily. I don't understand. That's actually kind of a good point. They are like rubber, aren't they? So this kind of looks like it's almost like a cloth or something cracking. I mean, maybe that's like a rubber cracking or something. Maybe it was like a chemical thing or something. I'm actually not 100% sure. That's a great point though. Maybe it is like a cloth version of the mask or some shit. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, Ghostface. That's actually a great point. What else do we got here? Benjamin is saying, what if Kirby is the killer? What if she knew the survivors of 5 came to New York and she wants them gone to get rid of any relation to the OG killers, to end it all? Ooh. That might be cool too. I really think that if we're getting all the characters back together in New York City, we're getting them all together in this one location. It's almost like maybe the killer planned it that way. You know what I mean? It's like, that's kind of interesting to think about. I feel like that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Like, oh, maybe that could be the case. The killer somehow is bringing all these characters together for one way or the other. So I don't know. That's interesting to think about. I'm not, once again, Benjamin, not against Kirby being the killer. I'm not against it. I'm open-minded to it. I need to see it though. I definitely need to see how they approach that, because I'm not against it. She's gonna be a different character this time around. She could be the killer. We'll just have to see. I definitely believe it's 2 dudes this time. Ooh, okay. I like the early prediction. I love it. That could be the case. Once again, like I was saying, I think the three people who are very suspicious in my mind are Josh Segarra, Dermot Mulroney, and Samara Weaving. But I'm starting to think that Samara Weaving's the opening kill. It makes sense. She's worked with Radio Silence before. I think a lot of us are probably, I think the majority of people are thinking she's going to be a killer and that maybe it's going to be too obvious. But then to flip that on its head, make her the opening scene, it makes a lot of sense. So, Junior, what I will say is, I'll be honest, the DC drama is, like, I'll go over this very quickly and then we'll get back to Scream, but it's one of those things where I feel like not everyone's seeing all sides of what is going on. Like Henry Cavill, however you pronounce his name, he's a huge Warhammer fan. I've known this for a long time. I personally love him as an actor. Everything he does, I try to see. I really liked The Witcher too, until season 2. But I really love him as an actor. He's awesome. He's a huge Warhammer fan though. So I feel like part of the whole Superman thing is him wanting to do the Warhammer movie. Once again, I haven't been keeping up with this as closely as I have with everything else. I think a lot of people are pointing the finger at James Gunn right now. I don't know. I feel like a lot of this was his own personal decision. I feel like we don't know the whole argument. And once again, don't listen to me. I'm not keeping up with this as much as other things in the movie space right now, but that's just my opinion based off of what I've seen. I think Henry's a little happier making his Warhammer movie is how I feel about it. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. I respect it. I know he's a huge fan of that. I remember reading that in the past. That's probably why he's doing the movie too. Once again, I don't keep up with this stuff as much. I'm going to try to on my second page, but Critical Overlord is here. Holy crap. What's up, man? How's it going? Something tells me the movie will be heavily reliant on coincidences. Ooh. We were just talking about how I think that maybe, what's going on? All of our characters are in New York City. Is it just because of college? Is it other reasons that we don't know yet? Are things reliant on coincidences? I do feel like our killer is planning out some kind of bigger plan, though, getting everybody in New York because it would be easier to kill someone theoretically in New York City than it would be in Woodsboro, California. So I do feel like that's kind of the route that I'm imagining right now. I think that makes a lot of sense, but that I do like that though, man. Well, welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream. Good seeing you. It's been a minute since we talked. Sometimes me and Critical Overlord will go back and forth about certain news things. It's been a minute since we chatted on the old Twitter. So hell yeah, dude. Welcome. Go subscribe to Critical Overlord, by the way, if you guys haven't. His channel's great. Does some great updates on like literally everything. It's awesome. Hank Hill is saying, has it been confirmed if Jack Champion is Tara's boyfriend? So I believe this is a rumor. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not 1,000%. I believe it's a rumor. It would make sense if Jack Champion was Tara's boyfriend. I think that would be a good, that would be an interesting character development, a good relationship. It would instantly make him suspicious too, like I was saying about love interests. So that makes sense to me. I think I could see that being the case. Jimmy is also saying they mostly kill off the most known actors first. So there you go with Samara Weaving. It makes sense. It makes sense, Jimmy. But once again, I want to see Samara. I want to see Samara throughout the whole thing, man. She's awesome. She's great in every horror movie I've seen her in. She is fantastic. I love the Babysitter movies. And what she's in this movie called Mayhem. Yeah, it's called Mayhem with Stephen Yeun, which is super underrated in my opinion. I really enjoyed that one. They're both great in kind of the lead roles. I don't know. Really, really enjoyed that flick. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend it. Really good movie with her in it. So I don't know. And of course, Ready or Not. I feel like Scream fans now though have probably seen that movie. I would imagine. I imagine that they would have seen that just because Radio Silence. Yeah, that's their other thing. I still feel like Ready or Not's probably their best movie. I love Scream 5, but Ready or Not is perfectly paced, so much fun throughout, and that nail scene. My God, I will never be able to get that out of my head. The twist at the end is fantastic too. I don't know. I really like it. I'm a big fan. Smokey's throwing some cryptic shit in here. Should I be worried, Smokey, about how it's easier to hide a body in New York? Should I should I be worried? No, I'm just kidding. That's really funny. I hope it's funny. I hope I'm not supposed to be scared. Extron is saying, responding to Sarah, who said, oh man, we got a whole thread here. Zach Cherry said Richie and Amber were only succeeding with their plan because of coincidences, and he said that they were sloppy and messy killers and annoying. See, I like sloppy and messy killers, though. I don't think someone who's going to go out and kill somebody, well, not in all situations, but I feel like Ghostface killers in particular are all pretty sloppy and messy, and that's a big draw to the franchise for me. I like seeing them kind of wade through their pathetic nonsense to make some kind of revenge thing happen or make some kind of weird whatever happen. So I don't know. I've always been a fan of sloppy, messy killers. you guys will know that after watching Red Right Hand. Jamie is like the sloppiest, messiest killer of all time. So I like that personally. I like really pathetic, stupid characters that you can have way more fun with them. Perfect characters are kind of boring in my opinion. I don't like perfect characters. I don't know. The only time that works for me, the only time perfect characters work for me is if you're doing like an action movie, like a John Wick or something. Like John Wick is pretty damn perfect. Like the guy rarely misses. And that's fun. That's ridiculous in its own right. But for horror, I like seeing characters who fuck up all the time because then it gets crazier. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. If you establish characters who are just complete and utter fuck ups, you can make shit happen that maybe would never happen in a million years in another kind of movie. So those are the characters I'm personally way more attracted and interested in. I don't know. Just my opinion. To be fair, it's pretty easy to hide. I'm assuming pretty easy to hide a body anywhere. The woods would be perfect place because they're so vast. You seem like you thought about that a lot, Diamond Rattler. No, I'm just kidding. That is funny though. Oh man. Bobby Lee is saying Gail lives and works in New York, right? Yeah, so like Gail would already be there, obviously. Our main four characters, not all of them. Tara, Chad, and Mindy could all be in college, and Sam, I guess, is the big question. She could be in college too. I could see that being the case. Maybe she went back to school. Maybe she's just there to follow Tara. You know, there's a lot of different routes that we could go with it. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I think the idea of bringing everybody together, though, into one city, being all part of a grand plan could be fun. They don't necessarily have to do that, though. Not saying that's necessary. They could just be going to New York for school. You know, that's absolutely possible, too. So doesn't have to be one way or the other. I just think it would be a fun thing for this mastermind killer, bringing everybody together into the big city so I can stab you in the jugular. You know, I don't know, man. I don't think Samara is going to be the opening kill because she lives. Well, I don't think that's confirmed. If that is confirmed, I haven't been following things this past weekend because we were so busy with the movie. But she's going to be Liv's sister, so that's a big role to the movie. So they killing her first doesn't really make sense. Well, I mean, they killed Vince, and he was Stu's relative at the very beginning of Scream 5. Not the very beginning, but like he's the first real kill of the movie, and he's a descendant of Mr. Mocker. So. I don't know if it's Liv's sister, if it's someone in relation. I don't think that necessarily means they're safe or specifically a killer, but I would lean towards that though. I do agree with you there. If I found out someone was related, yeah, okay, no, I feel you there. Okay, all right. Yeah, you know, I'd rather be Samara be a killer, and you know, like it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, it would be pretty obvious. Like I totally get that argument for it. So. I don't know. I just want to see. I want to see her do her villain speech, though. You can't tell me that wouldn't be great. I think it would be like. I think it would just be awesome. I don't know. I really have. I got nothing to back that up. Watch the Babysitter movies if you don't believe me. She's incredible. She's an awesome actress. I would love to see her be a Ghostface killer, but an opening kill too. I'm not hating on that. Not hating on that either. We got Jimmy saying, need Anya Taylor-Joy in the movie, her and Samara Weaving as Ghostface. So, Jimmy, I want to say this because I've seen a lot of people like post about this or whatnot. Apparently, Anya Taylor-Joy is listed on Google for being in the cast list, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's in the movie. Like, that just... Google likes to do stuff like that for some reason. They just like to list whoever is going to be in the movie. So I would not trust that until the movie actually comes out. Like even to this day, there's still movies that have already come out where there's like certain actors listed that are just not a part of that project. Like I remember looking through like sequels, like the cast of certain sequels, and it's like, oh, this person was attached to it, even though they're like only in like the first movie or something. And it's just like, no, actually, that's not true. I can't remember. What was I looking up the other day? I think it was like Critters or something. I can't remember. One of the Critters movies. And I'm like, yeah, that person's not attached to this project. I don't know what they're doing there. So yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy is not in the movie, I don't think. That probably would have been announced, I'd imagine, if she was going to be in it. Or she's the opening kill and we just don't know yet. You know, that's definitely a possibility too, but I don't know. I don't feel like that's the case. Even though it could be cool. And I think, didn't Viewer Anon say recently that there was going to be 2 people in the opening, or someone said that? So I could see them having Tony Revolori and Samara Weaving as the opening kill, but once again, Samara was on set for 3 weeks, so I don't know. There's a lot of evidence that would suggest Samara Weaving is going to be throughout the entire movie, so like it's kind of hard for me to argue with that. But who's the opening kill? You know what I mean? Like who's going to be the opening kill if not her? Who would be, admittedly, she would be a good choice for the opening kill. As much as I would love to see her throughout the whole runtime, it does make sense. I saw a crazy theory that Dewey faked his death in his ghost face in Scream 6. He kills everyone except Gale. Me and you, Gale. It's only us. Everyone else is dead now. You don't have to work on your morning show anymore. Yeah, I don't know, man. Dewey's all. We were talking about Heart and Soul earlier. We were talking about how like there's always a character in the Scream movies where you're like, that's the hero. That's our beloved. That's our beloved character. And Dewey has almost always been that character for us. And I think now it's like kind of like Chad's probably going to be that in the new movie. So I don't know. I think it would probably be really, really sad if Dewey became the killer. But I would need some crazy theory if Dewey just got up and started killing people, especially after seeing him for so long, for so long, just being this good dude. I don't know. It would be tough. It would be really tough. I need a crazy argument there. Gianna's saying, "Hi Jake, I love your Scream videos. Just keep doing it. Thank you." But no, looking at all the confirmed characters, who do you think is going to be the killers? Please answer. I'm a big fan. Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being in the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. Gianna, I'm gonna say, that like honestly, right now, if I had to tell you, I'm guessing there's probably gonna be 2 killers. I know we want 3. I want 3. Honestly, 3, 1, 100. That would be wild. That would be awesome. If I had to guess 2 right now, though, I'm guessing it's probably going to be Dermot Mulroney. Dermot Mulroney and Josh Segarra, I'm guessing. He's the love interest probably too. I don't know. I'm really feeling those two. I think it's going to be those two working together in cahoots for whatever reason. Maybe because like Dermot Mulroney being like the lead mastermind killer. He's a cop, right? That we know that about his killer. We know that about his character. My bad. That would be so cool to have a killer who has a bunch of evidence, who could mess with the investigation, who could like throw the cops off or whatever. Why were the cops in this location instead of here? Like that doesn't make any sense. That just doesn't make any sense. What's going on with that? So I think that could be really cool to have him be like the lead, like the in-charge character. He's like, I knew everything about the investigation. I pulled your report from the Woodsboro killings. You know what I mean? Like there's so much power a cop could have if he became a killer. So Dermot Mulroney, man, being slashing, slicing and dicing and all that, I feel like would totally work as like the person who's in charge. Josh Segarra is working for the guy for whatever reason. So he's got to have some kind of motive too. Why is he doing it? That I haven't quite figured that one out yet, but I do think I just got my money on both of them. Maybe it's because Josh Segarra has played a villain in other things before too. That might be it. Not 100%. But Gianna, that's my theory. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us though. I appreciate. Good question. Love the questions. Hank Hill is saying Liana Liberato is the opening kill. Ooh. I think. That's what I was saying before. That's why I was like, if it's not Samaro, it's probably Liana Liberato. I just got a feeling. I feel like it could be her, but I don't. Once again, I'm so between Samara and Liana right now. I feel like it could be either of them, and we don't know too much about those two characters to really start theorizing, opening kill wise. Because I'm kind of like right now for a lot of the actors where we don't know a lot about their characters in this movie, I'm kind of going off of past roles that they've done very well and playing into their strengths. So like obviously Radio Silence probably knows about a lot of their other projects and that's why they got cast in the movie, yada, yada, yada. Or, you know, casting directors and all that. The people who are in charge of casting. Words are hard. My point is, I feel like if they're going to do something like that in the past, like playing off of a character they played at some other points, that could make sense. I don't know, man. Liana Liberato, opening kill, not against it. I think that could be the case. Who was on set for the least amount of time, I guess is my question. That's my big question now. That one kid Cash is saying, I still think it's possible there's a Ghostface cult, which would make sense with how many people were in the leaked photo. Maybe each of them have to fight off a different Ghostface. You know, we were talking about this earlier, that one kid Cash, about how maybe there's like there's like a whole cult of Ghostfaces this time, and our lead characters, they all have to fight off a different Ghostface, which actually would be pretty fucking insane. You want to talk about taking a movie to new heights? Holy crap. I don't know, man. I'm not against that at all. I'm not against the Ghostface cult. I think it could be done really well. And you don't necessarily have to make every member of this theoretical Ghostface cult a character. You just would need like one or two big like figureheads and then have a bunch of followers. You know what I mean? You could also have the idea where it's like, man, there was like a killer here. There was a kill here. There was a kill over in this side of the city. What is going on? Like, how is there so many killings happening all over the place? How is this even possible? Maybe that's how. There you go. Maybe it's because there's a cult of Ghostface and there's just like one director kind of like pointing the finger, being like, go over there and kill somebody. Go to Hell's Kitchen and go take care of somebody. You go up to Yonkers. You know what I mean? Just like start like directing people and throwing everybody off so that no one can figure out who the killer is. I don't know. Hey, it's just a thought, man. That could be messed up. I'm not against the cult of Ghostface thing, and if you're gonna do it, you got to do it in a big city. You couldn't do a cult of Ghostface in just a small town USA. You know what I mean? I don't think it would work. But I don't know. I'm intrigued by the cult of Ghostface theory. I wouldn't want to be the person writing that because that could get messy. But I think it's an interesting idea though, for sure. And Extron makes a really good point here. Jack Champion could be the killer because he looks so innocent, but I bet he's not. Ooh, a twist. He seems like the good guy. He's a nice fella, and then he ends up being someone to kill, or someone that he ends up being a killer. He ends up being the guy that's gonna stab you right through the face. Oh God. Yeah, I'm like, once again, not against that either. It would be super unexpected too, because I think we have a lot of obvious choices. I think I'm kind of going with the obvious choices right now. Dermot Mulroney, Josh Segarra, but I'm not against that either. The obvious choices may be the right choices, depending on what they do. There could be a lot of red herrings we don't know about either. Josh could be a great red herring because he's played a villain in the past. He kind of has like a villainous like look to him too, I feel like. I don't know. He's got like some darker features too. Like I don't know. He's got like a sharp chin. I think he could be a great killer. I think he could. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure, but we'll have to see. We'll just have to see, Extron. Jack Champion as a killer, though, would be really unexpected. I wouldn't see that coming. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be expecting Jack to come out of nowhere as a Ghostface killer. I feel like people would complain about that, though. Like, so many people were upset that Amber was like this small person going around killing people, and she probably did a lot of most of the legwork in that last film too. But I don't know. I have no problem with that. I know people would have a problem with that with Jack Champion if they had a problem with Amber in the last movie. And it's like, man, I'm fine with it. You know, if we're gonna start complaining about things that don't make sense in the Scream franchise, it's like, how has nobody gotten their phone traced at this point from Scream 5? You know what I mean? Like, you can say the clone your phone thing all day, every day, but if a bunch of people were getting murdered like this, the cops would probably find their way around it. You know what I mean? But the cops would probably figure it out quicker than how the characters in Scream 5 do. So if we want to start getting down to nitty gritty stuff like that, man, I don't know what to tell you. The Drama Class series is saying, from 1 to 10, how much do you give your fan film that is coming out tomorrow to give us a hit on how good it is, which I bet it's a 10. I hope people think it's a 10. That would be awesome. Here's my thing. I ranked my own film on Letterboxd and I gave it 3 stars out of 5. Just because like that's just my personal opinion on it. I just like, it's good. I think it's a really good movie. I think it's going to really blow people away, but we only had $5,000. You know, don't expect a masterpiece. I'm very excited for you guys to see it, and it's a lot of fun. But like I said, don't expect a masterpiece or anything like that. We had $5,000 to make a whole movie. Like, that's just not enough money to make a movie. We had to cut a lot of corners. We had to do a lot to make this thing actually happen, which it's very impossible to make. Like I said, very impossible to make a movie with that amount of money. With that amount of money, we were still able to do a lot of very awesome things, though. Still a lot of very fun things with it. A lot of crazy effects too that I'm really proud of. This practical effects I'm really proud of in the movie. A lot of the characters. I think we have a really good, a couple of really good red herrings in the movie too. I've had a few people say they couldn't guess who the killer was, which makes me really happy. So I don't know. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I think it's a really good movie. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I really think it's gonna blow people away. Hopefully. Jack is over 6 foot now. See, like last I checked, I believe he was. I remember looking up the height. I remember looking up his height and saying he was. So, okay, just IMDb right now is saying he's 5 feet 8 inches. So 5'8", close to 6. That's taller than I thought. Honestly, that's a little taller than I thought. But he's over 6 foot now. Probably hit a growth spurt or something. Actually, how old is he? I feel like he's way younger than what I'm thinking. I have no idea how old the kid is. Oh, he's 18. Okay, so he's 18. That's okay. That's I thought he was like 16 to 18 was like my guess. Okay, he's 18. Cool. I caught on to this after I saw how tiny he was in Avatar 2. Yeah, didn't they film Avatar 2 like 5 years ago or something, like 2017, 2018? I can't remember. If I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, once again, Avatar is not one I've been really keeping up with. I like that original movie. I like the first Avatar, and I'm gonna see Avatar 2 at some point. I was never like huge on those on that first movie when it came out, but definitely gonna watch it. You're a hard critic on yourself, not only an actor but a director of your. Yeah, no, I'm very harsh on myself. Yeah, no, I'm very harsh on myself for sure. I'm very excited to get better as a filmmaker moving forward in the future. There's a few things that I wish we could have done better in Red Right Hand, but I'm still very proud of it. It's a very fun fan film, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it though. Like I said, it's not perfect. You know what I mean? It's not a perfect movie, but I'm proud of it. Movies and Breakfast is saying, I think the killer is Stu. Why? Because these directors lack originality. Well, I really don't think it's going to be Stu. Like I said earlier, I really don't think at this point they're going to bring. I mean, you have Kevin Williamson saying he's not going to come back. So, yeah, no, I really don't think it's him. So, Avatar was shot when he was still growing. Yes. Yeah, because it was like. I want to say 2017 off the top of my head. I feel like that's not right, but for whatever reason, I feel like I've read that in the past. So, Deanna is saying, if it's a male and female Ghostface duo again, I pray they aren't an item. Just be co-killers. Don't need to be in love to kill together. Am I right? Well, my other thing about that is I just don't want it to be the exact same thing as Richie and Amber. We saw that literally in the last movie, you know. So. Yeah, no. Like I'm really hoping no to that. I'm going to say do something different with your relationship between the killers. Don't be the same thing again. I just watched The Abyss this morning. Super underrated flick. I love that movie. Yes, kick-ass movie for sure, Corey. Totally. Avatar 2 was mental. Need to see again. I gotta watch it. I hear it's. I mean, just from the trailer, it looks gorgeous. So I definitely want to see it. So. Definitely want to see it for sure. At some point in the future, we will. I'll be checking it out. Yeah, I don't know. Looks sick. JK, third killer in 5 is possible. Richie was in the hotel, and Amber would have still been driving to the hospital. So, not necessarily. If you make up the time, she wouldn't have time to kill the Hicks, then drive there. I mean, a lot of time passed in between. Like, if she left immediately after she killed, She killed both of them. She could have made it. There was a lot of time that passed. Like there's a whole conversation between Dewey and Gale, Sam and Dewey. Then afterwards, there was a lot of time. I would argue. And like also Amber confirms it was her in the third act, like later on in the film. So I don't know. I don't see. It had to have been Amber both times because Jack Quaid was with Sam that whole time. So Amber had to be the one to kill both the Hicks and Dewey. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. I just don't know how else it would have been possible. Unless there was some third killer you want to try to introduce, which, like, that's still not out of the realm of possibility. You know, if Scream 6 wants to say, like, oh, actually one of the core 4 characters was a killer, and this is, you know, I'm not against that either, but I feel like it works, though. I feel like it works for Amber to have killed both of them. it's a little wild, you know. I can't argue with that. It's a little nutty, but I no, it totally works for me. So I don't know. It works for old Jake here. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. It's not too crazy. Gangster Bro saying, I'd like to see something crazy like a ghost face with a heart shocker that shocks him every time his heart stops beating, tricking the protagonist into thinking he is a supernatural threat. That is wild. I don't know. Like, to me, this falls into this falls into voice changer territory. Like, I've never been a big fan of the voice changer in part 3. I don't know. It's just so like this was written in as a we're gonna say, like, just make the plot a lot easier to write. That's how we're gonna make this all work. And I don't know. It's just not that interesting to me, and it kind of breaks the whole reality mold, which I really value in this franchise, because I think that's what the whole thing is about. After all, it's like, it's kind of putting the audience in the character's shoes. It does that better than any other slasher movie, in my opinion. That's one of its strongest suits, and you kind of lose that in Scream 3 a little bit, which I think is why, for most people, not everybody, some people, like, Scream 3 is their absolute favorite. Hell yeah, all the power to you. I like it still. It's a great movie, but I feel like the one thing Scream 3 has that it's the only Scream movie that I feel like really takes you out of reality because of that. And I don't know, I feel like it kind of loses something without that angle to it. So I love the idea that Scream is all about, like, people who watch horror movies. We know horror movies. You have those conversations with your friends if you're a horror fan. Like, oh, I could survive this movie. I'd be fine. And I love that they basically made a movie out of all of that, which is the original Scream. The idea that, like, oh, I could totally survive a horror movie. I've seen so many of these. I know what I'm doing. But then you still get killed. Like, Randy still gets attacked in that movie. Randy still almost dies in that first one. And then he does die in the second one. So... guy knew his shit too about horror movies. Still didn't make it through. So that's what's always been scary about these movies to me. It's like, even if you know the movies, you can still die in a Scream film, and I think that's what's so fun about it. So I don't know. I still love Scream 3, and Hey Kill's making a great point, actually. It's a good movie considering all the BS they had to deal with pre-production. Absolutely. Like, the fact that still landed, the fact that movie still lands and still hits in certain scenes, especially the third act. Man, lots of respect for that film. They still turned what could have been just a poop movie into a diamond, and I appreciate that. So even with everything, they still made it. They still made it good. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that a whole lot. Oh, thoughts on Candyman 2021. Haven't been able to talk about this one in a minute. I absolutely need to do a rewatch of this film. I think about this movie from time to time a lot. I've only seen it once. I saw it once. I did a review of it. I wasn't huge on it the first time I watched it. I loved a lot of angles to it. I loved the more atmospheric score. Not to say that I don't like the Philip Glass score from the original, which kicks ass, but I really liked the atmosphere. The cinematography is gorgeous, maybe one of my favorite things about it. And I really like a lot of the characters too, but I don't know, the overall plot I wasn't huge on. I think the third act, it kind of all falls apart, in my opinion, a little bit. It feels like they didn't have a clear direction as to where they wanted to go with it, but there was a lot of really good ideas in Candyman 2021 that I loved. I loved the idea that there's, like, multiple Candy men. That was a really good idea, I think, to move forward with the franchise. I thought that was sick. There was a lot of really good ideas in that movie. Just, I don't feel like all of them were executed all that well. I guess that's my one thing about it. I still loved it though. I still really enjoyed a lot of elements to it, and I need to do a rewatch because I've only seen it once. I feel like you need to watch a movie 3 times before you truly get everything that it has to say or has to offer. So I need to watch it again for sure. I think, like I said, I think about it all the time, which means there's something to it. If I'm still thinking about a movie more than a year after I've seen it, there's definitely something to it for sure. So I need to watch it again. I've actually been thinking about it a lot lately. The opening credits are surreal. Like, they film it upside down and you're seeing all these buildings coming at you and they're like upside down in the clouds and all that. It's all foggy. It's just gorgeous. It's just a really gorgeous little scene. There's one kill in the movie too, where it's just like from really far away in this high-rise building and you're just seeing all this blood get wiped on this window. And it's like, oh my God, that was awesome. There's some amazing high points in that movie, but I don't know, the third act just, I feel like kind of loses me a little bit. But I really do love a lot of elements to it. The opening scene is messed up too. Oh man, the more I think about it, actually, the more I really like elements to it. besides the original, it is definitely the best besides the original. I will say that. Candyman 2 is not bad. Candyman 3 is Candyman 3, but I miss Tony Todd too a lot. Like, he is a big reason why I think that original movie is such a huge classic. And without him really being in the movie, you know, he's at the end. Okay. I missed him being the focal. Well, he comes in halfway through that movie too, in all fairness. But I just wish we got more of him. I wish we got him being Candyman, going around doing this Candyman thing. I'm not asking for much, you know. But Yahya Abdul, what's his name? Yahya Abdul Mateen, right? I can't remember. I can't remember. He was great in the lead role. He was awesome. I thought he kicked ass. So the cast was great. Like I said, I really loved a lot of the characters. Actually, you know, there was one, man, the more I think about that, there was one side character I didn't love, and I can't remember who it was, like the art director, whatever his name was. Let me just look this up. I'm sorry. Now I gotta, I get down a rabbit hole, and I gotta look into it. Yeah, there's one character I just wasn't huge on. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he was like kind of like the jerk character, and he gets killed, like I want to say like 20 minutes into the movie. I can't remember his name for the life of me or who played him, but oh yeah, Lakeith Stanfield was in that. I forgot. Yeah, the cast is great. Like I said, like just going through this, Tony Todd, Yahya Abdul Mateen II. I don't know. Brianna, the character Tiana Paris, was also really good. Virginia Madison, I forgot, was there again too, which she's great from the original movie. I don't know, man. I liked it. I need to watch it again. I definitely need to watch it again for sure, without a doubt. So for sure need to watch that. Need to do a rewatch as soon as possible. But let's get back on track. Carter is saying, hey, I sent you a RRH short video, full review coming tomorrow. As for Scream 6, I still think Henry Czerny as Professor Freddy will be the killer. Ooh, I like that. Also, have you seen Christmas Bloody Christmas? I have not seen Christmas Bloody Christmas yet. I'm going to watch it as soon as possible. I have some buddies coming over Friday night, and I think we're going to watch it then. But as of right now, I haven't seen it yet. I've been trying to watch it. It's been on my watch list for a bit, but I think we're going to do a little like Friends Christmas thing, Friends holiday season time or whatever on this Friday. And, we're going to give everybody their gifts or whatnot and watch this crazy ass movie. So excuse me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely going to watch that as soon as possible though. For sure. Yahya Abdul Mateen, good lord, that man is beautiful. Truly, the guy's insane. Yeah, awesome dude. Awesome dude. What else is he? What else is he in? He's in that new Matrix movie. I wasn't huge on that though. He's pretty good in Aquaman. I liked Aquaman. I don't know, man. I do really like him as an actor though. Was it the art director douchebag guy? Yeah, I wasn't big on that. I don't know. That character I feel like they could have done more with. He was just like pretty static, one-dimensional kind of guy. But yeah. What else do we got here? Favorite Christmas horror movie? Junior, easily, I would say Black Christmas. The original Black Christmas from the 70s. Kick-ass movie. 10 out of 10, drink some water. I will, Extron, you're right. I just keep talking. I keep flapping my gums, and it just keeps going. Yeah, no, Black Christmas, I don't think anything's ever going to top that. That is one of the best slasher movies ever made, and it's a Christmas horror movie. So, man, nothing tops that. I will be doing a commentary track for Black Christmas 2 for Freddy tier patrons this month as well. So make sure to check that out. If you want a little commentary track, if you want to basically watch the movie with me, it'll be fun. Glory's got to go. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Thank you, Glory. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. And thanks for being a channel member. Thank you. Hank is saying, I see you upgraded from the vase. Yeah, I got an even bigger one. Look how ridiculous this thing is. Drink water, kiddos. Make sure to do that. Carter, I'm absolutely going to watch the short video you made. I'm very curious to see what you had to say about Red Right Hand. And, you know, another thing is... I really want everyone just to be honest. Like, just be honest with me. I want to grow as a filmmaker. I'm well aware Red Right Hand's not perfect. So if you have a problem with it, please, please just hit me up. Just be like, yeah, you know, I really love Jake's movie or whatever, but like, you know, there's this going on. Please criticize it. I rip it to shreds if you want. But yes, I absolutely. So Carter, if you've seen the movie, there's an entire scene in there that I feel like if Dead Meat sees it, they'll have to do a kill count. I mean, like, you know what I'm talking about. If you guys know Dead Meat and some of their interests, there's one scene in the movie I basically wrote it for them. Come on, like, if it doesn't get a kill count from that scene alone, I don't know what to tell you. I'm really hoping it does, though. I think that would just be so cool. I actually, you know, more than anything, to rephrase that, I just hope James and Chelsea get to see that scene. That's all I'm gonna say. I just hope they get to see that scene. All I'll say is they're huge Limp Bizkit fans. You guys know what I'm saying. Kind of put that scene in there for them. So I'm really hoping I'm really just hoping they see it in general. Because I basically wrote it for them. I wrote it because they're a huge influence on me. You guys wouldn't be watching the stream right now if it wasn't for them. Huge influence on my channel. I love what they do. I remember back in like 2018, not to get all personal and all depressing and shit, but I was just going through some serious depression in 2018, and I watched a lot of Dead Meat in that time. I fell in love with horror movies around that time too, and I don't know. They kind of got me through that in a weird sort of way. So I really love them. They're a great, best horror channel on YouTube. Love them a lot. So really hoping they get to see that scene. That was for them, essentially. So I really hope they see it. That would be sick. Oh man. Who's the best killer duo in the Scream franchise besides Billy and Stu? Ooh, best duo. Okay, this is actually. So like my other favorite killers, I really like Mickey and I really like Jill. But I feel like both of their counterparts I'm not a big fan of. Like I don't know. Debbie doesn't do it for me. I know a lot of people love Debbie, but I'm just not a big fan. She's a little too over the top. I don't know. Never been huge on Mrs. Loomis. I feel like, honestly, Richie and Amber is probably my case for duos specifically. Like as a duo, I feel like they work really well, and are very interesting as killers together. So they would probably be wow. You ever like have an opinion on something and it kind of shocks you because of it? Like you're just like, wow, I can't believe that's my other duo. That's like kind of wild. That answer might change though, Extron, with Scream 6. So that answer may change. I hope it does. I think that would be a lot of fun. See a new duo in this new movie. Junior is saying, how would you feel if Neve Campbell doesn't return for Scream 7? It would make me sad, but once again, I respect her decisions as an actress. I totally respect her decision not to be in 6. She doesn't feel like she's given her worth, and I respect that. So whatever she wants to do moving forward, I just totally respect her. I hope she gets roles where she feels like she's being given what she is worth as an actress. She's an incredible actress in everything she does. So I'm just really hoping if she does come back for Scream 7, they actually pay her enough money, because she fucking deserves it. And she, in a lot of ways, is this franchise. So I hope she does come back, but I hope it's under the right circumstances, if that makes sense. I really do. Jimmy is saying, what if Samara Weaving is Stu's daughter who is pissed at Sam and is getting all the attention, similar to how Jill was with Sydney? Yeah, it's very similar to Jill. But, it's a little different because we have 2 daughters of past killers. So that wouldn't be unlike a requel. I'll tell you what, requels like to do a bunch of stuff like that. So it's good stuff. No, I dig that. I dig that a lot. All right, I'm going to answer a few more things, and then your boys got to get moving because I got to go take care of some shit. I got to go take care of some stuff. The killer is Killjoy Jake. How did you know, E-Man Scott? Jeez. How did you know? It was me all along. My plan was to eat all of your chicken nuggets. That would actually be my motive. If they ever actually put me in a Scream film, I will request to be eating chicken nuggets at one point and then come back as the killer and be like, I just wanted to steal your chicken nuggets. Give me the sweet and sour sauce. I don't know. I don't know, man. That would be kind of bad, actually. They shouldn't let me anywhere near a Scream set, I guess is what I'm saying. Guys, there's just not enough chicken nuggets in this movie. What is going on? What is going on? Crazy. The one kid Cash is saying, this is a very far-fetched, far-fetched, but what if Jill is one of the killers in Scream 6, and her motive is that Kirby got all the fame for being the survivor of 4, same with the new 4. So it would essentially be like a legacy sequel to 4. I'm, not against that. A lot of people love Emma Roberts. I don't know, she's very dead, though. That's my thing. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, maybe, I wish they would have stuck with the original ending for 4. Man, the original ending, just Jill being wheeled away, man. She just gets exactly what she wants. That would have been so cool. Ugh. And Emma Roberts easily would have been able to carry a whole trilogy where they're trying to blame her for the murders in 4 and all that. Sydney's still alive in like a theoretical Wes Craven Scream 5, Man, that would have been awesome. It's a shame we never got that. Because then, we could have had that trilogy as well as Radio Silence, too. So it's a shame. Rest in peace, Wes Craven. Seriously. So sad. So sad, so sad. Carrie is saying, Jake, I'm going to send you a huge bag of chicken nuggies. Yes! I have won. I have won at life, Carrie. This makes me so happy. Let's go. I love it. I love it. All right, this is going to be the last one. I think I'm going to peace out. Ghostface is saying, Jake, Henry Czerny might be the killer since we ain't seen anything of him on set and he's supposed to be playing Sam's therapist. That's actually a good point. I don't know. I'd consider that a great way to try and frame someone. How about it? I like that. Ghostface, I kind of dig that. I like the idea of a therapist being a killer. I want to say that, but then I'll spoil something and I don't want to talk about it, but I can't. You know what? I can't even say that because something just came out. I can't talk about it. But anyways, yes, I think actually that would be a really cool angle to it. Henry Czerny would have to be like the lead guy, though. He would have to be like the guy in charge, having someone else do the dirty work, I would imagine, doing the killings, but he's kind of organizing all of it. He's directing it, essentially. So, and then kind of getting the scoop on Sam too. He's a therapist. There's your motive. He knows a lot about Sam. He knows how he can get closer to her. He knows where certain characters may be because Sam maybe tells him. There's a lot of things you can do with that. So absolutely, Ghostface. Actually, I think that could be a lot of fun. I like that a lot. All right, y'all. I want to say hi to Armando. Hello. I'm fantastic. I hope you're good too. I'm so sorry, but I'm peacing out. Your boy's I gotta go take a massive dump, basically. Big ol' nasty poop. No, I'm just kidding. Your boy's tired. I've been working all day. Oh God, I know. I'm starting my new schedule today. I've been working for 12 hours now, so like your boy's tired. All right, but I'm gonna peace out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Tomorrow, Red Right Hand comes out at noon. So excited for you guys to see it. It was so much fun to make. Can't wait for you to see it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So can't wait for you to see it. Good stuff. Love you all so much. Peace.